Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rico. I'm a person in recovery. My claim date is 24th October 2023. I'd like to make a deep and personal commitment not to train encourage just for today. Thank you. I want to talk about the asylums, the halfway homes, and all the places I've been at since the time of my addiction. There was this place that I got to at some point, lost my place, and they have no place to stay. And thankfully enough, Canada, they have this social service shelter and stuff like that. So there was this shelter I was at. I'll be walking around looking for weed, and sometimes it's hard to get, like, there are some areas when you go there, you know that you're never going to get anything but just the cone. So I go around, get as much as I can. Some days I'm lucky, some days I'm not. There are some days too you find it looking like it's weed because it's wrapped in a rolling paper and filter and everything, but it's just tobacco. And some too are mixed with tobacco and weed. So that's one of the times when you are super lucky. I'll take that, put all the ones that I found all together. I get a big long mixture of tobacco, cigarette, weed. I don't even know, because it's a whole lot of things people smoke out there, and when you be careful out there, that's why addiction is something I wouldn't wish my worst enemy. Careful out there. If you're smoking anything, there's some stuff that you don't want to touch. So I then put it all together and light it, because you take in a little money too. I go and look for a cigarette box. I met this guy too, a Jamaican, who gave me weed. A couple of people, when they see me struggling, they pass me a weed and stuff. Shout out to this guy though. He's a cripple, a walking thing. Shout out to you, man. Giving me weed all the time. Because I think he saw me and the way I was picking weed off the floor, and he wasn't cool with it. And besides, at that time too, I was spiraling so much that you see me talking to myself, singing, screaming. This time I'm talking about Mississippi. People that saw me over there, and then if you see my face today, yeah, it's still me. I have recovered. I was going through a hard time at that time. My recovery is possible. Some will give me liquor, some will give me weed, smoke to calm the pressures down. Because I was going through a lot, and people could notice that I was struggling with my demons. Seriously. So there's this guy, shout out to you, man. Every time I see me, make sure I get a long fat one, sit down with it. So sit down, relax. We'll just have a normal conversation, smoke, vibe. And then there's this white guy, I remember all you guys, man, the Jamaicans, this old guy that I used to fight with. When I got there, I used to beef, but we became best buddies. He taught me one or two. He's always in designer. I remember him. Shout out to all of you guys, and I remember all of you being there for me, supporting me. Another shelter too. That's super fun. So I started doing pushes. Even the room where we sleep, there's this guy on top, punk, right? So it was like, you can't exercise in here. Go to the washroom. Go put in work over there. Washroom where all the guys come around, shit, do whatever. So I'm like, okay, I didn't say nothing. I went in there, put in work, muscled up. I'm a professional trainer. A lot of people don't know. Professional certified trainer that I use to exercise. I built up my shape, my quads and everything, And then I took it upon myself to be cleaning the washroom, because I wanted to be active, because if I just stay without doing anything, I'll be talking. I don't know whether that we call depression, but I'll just be talking. When I'm busy, I tend to keep quiet. Shout out to this Jamaican I met too. Yo, I don't know, man. I love Jamaicans, man. You can't get it wrong with Jamaicans. And their food too, man. I remember that time I used to be in high school. Every break time we would go and buy rice and peas, but mostly I get a curry chicken. It was $5, and you get enough good food you eat and you enjoy it. And I was more inclined to hang around Jamaicans and was comfortable around them. I don't know whether it's their slang, I don't know whether it's their movement, I don't know whether it's the smoky back to back, I don't know. Even though I was going through a lot, I had a wonderful time. But one time I was dry, and this G got up and was like, yo, walk with me. It's okay. It was cold as hell. I was wearing some blue ski mask, blue jacket, and my blue jeans with my blue sneakers. You know me, I like dripping and all of that. We walked to this liquor store, zero sum solution. We went there, said, no, we're here in the corner. Went in there and did this thing and came back with a bottle. You see how I talk about it, I get excited. Yes, I love it, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to go back there. Using. You used to live and live to use. That's a life that you don't want. Because I've lost prospect. All those plans that I had in my head, like thinking about family, trying to help family out, or supporting my folks, paying bills, and I forgot all of that. All I wanted to do was use. I didn't want to take any responsibility, because responsibility means bills. I have to use first. First things first, I have to get my weed. The weed was the most important thing to me when I was back in addiction. So I went to one asylum, right? I was taken to this asylum. They put me in this room, right? The room is a small room with a concrete slab and student mattress on it. Once you get up and sit on the bed, like that is it. There's no wiggle room to even do push-ups. The gate is like a vault. It has a little square reinforced glass thingy that I can see through. Trust me, addiction is not cool, man. There was this gallon paper looking like thingy. They give it to you for you to pee in. Because the vault is never going to be open until a certain period of time. You're not coming out to even come and pee. It's a small room, you're in there, you're locked in there. So imagine you pee to a point and there is no cover. You're smelling your own piss. The places addiction took me to. Say no to drugs. Don't take it lightly. It's some serious issue. And I think that room is for the toughest of the toughest. My rights were controlled. Even when I wanted to use the loo, they'll tell you the time is not up for you to go use the loo. Like, it has to be a specific time where you have your window to even come out to go use the loo. Shout out to this Asian too, bowed head. I don't know if you remember me, who say I've changed. When I first landed in that asylum, the first vault, right, the first vault door, they kind of slipped something to hold the door. So night time, the Asian guy sneaked in there and gave me a snack. He was like, yo, take that. That love was everything to me. Shout out to you, man. Yo, little kindness go a long way, trust me. It felt like jail, man. Like, I was like, it felt like jail. But at that time, so I didn't even understand what I was going through. I didn't even understand the world around me at that time because I was not stable. So my perspective on that issue might be biased. There's this guy I met on the other asylum. We became cool, became close buddies. I used to come around him to come and smoke. So that time I moved to Brampton. This guy is so late. We used to wear red beret. Message I'm trying to spread across this. We don't get in that position where the life is being controlled for like 3-4 months. I've not seen outside. If I want to see how outside look like, it's through a glass window. Only during the daytimes where we are allowed to come to the common room to watch TV and listen to music and stuff like that. That's what you get to see outside. I didn't even know where I was at that time. The nurses and stuff, they usually tell you, but I don't remember. Addiction is something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. You know me as a dancer. I'm always dancing, listening to music, singing and all of that. I'm a happy soul over there. We do recover. Recovery works. Recovery is possible. 2 years clean, man. I don't even want to think about using drugs. 2 years clean. It works if only you work it. I'll end this episode here. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you once again for watching. My name is Rico. Stay safe. Don't do drugs.